Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this review we are looking at the BigBoysToys T.N.C. 07 ZANGIEF, or ZANGIEF. And this thing is just like all the other ones. It's got a whole lot of stuff that's very impressive. There may be a thing or two that we need to talk about in terms of negatives, but overall it's a really cool piece. Definitely a great addition to the collection. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Okay, so on his base, we'll cover what he comes with in a second, but on his base, the entire height, the overall height is just about 17 centimeters. Without the base, it's about 15, so about 2 centimeters total, probably a little bit less. Let's check. Yeah, it's just about 2 centimeters. And that makes him just a little bit above 6 inches, and with the base, that's about a little around 7. So same size as all the other ones, just in case you guys were sure. I don't know if I normally measure these things. I think I do, maybe not, I don't know. But either way, you can see this is another really nice example of why this line is popular. It's just got a really nice style, a nice aesthetic to it. The sculpting is very, very clean. Definitely a little bit cartoonish, but still has all the right kind of anatomy that you're looking for, so that's why it's popular. And then on top of that, you can see the really nice paint. We'll get into that stuff in just a minute. First, let's go ahead and talk about what's all in the package. You get the figure, you get the base, and it has a cardboard layer on top for the flooring right there. But then you also get this plastic insert, which just goes back here, and that does allow you to build his stage. And then, you know, it's all pixelated, and it lines up with the floor, and it looks pretty cool. It's just white on the back, so not much to see there, but makes for a nice little display piece. And you guys are probably familiar, they come with these little character cards, which is nice. It's a nice little bonus. I don't know how important that is, but it is there, so you get that. And then the cool thing about these, the key thing, is that they each have their own signature moves, both sculpted into them, but then they also have the voice chips inside so that you can press this button right here and it'll play the sound, and then the thing lights up for the move. And most of them have been actually really effective and pretty cool. His, I don't know. ZANGIEF doesn't say that much, and so his move noise is not altogether impressive. So let's go ahead and play that, and then you'll see the lights a little bit. It does spin around the lighting, so that's kind of cool. But I'll just play it and you can decide for yourself. Yeah, so it doesn't really sound like too much. It's just him making kind of a noise and then the spinning sound, which, I mean, there's not much else you can do, so that's not the fault of the manufacturer. It's just maybe not the most interesting thing in the world. Luckily, the figure itself is done really well, so let's go ahead and get him off of that, and then we can take a closer look at that. So you can see this guy is just painted really, really, really nicely. He's got a really, really great skin tone, and then it has shading throughout the entire thing. It's not the most precise shading in the world, but it's definitely good enough. You can see it down under the armpits and the abs, and then the hair is sculpted. It's a separate piece, so it's nice and clean paint job. There are a lot of separate pieces throughout. There is no separate piece for the trunks and legs, but it's a really nice seam there, so the paint job is nice and clean. The belt is done really nicely. The scars have kind of like a little red outline, and then they're pink. They're not actually sculpted on, so that's kind of a bummer depending on what you like. I personally would prefer them to be sculpted, but the way they did it, it does look really nice, so that's a good thing. The face is just about perfect for ZANGIEF, I think. In this style, it looks very nice, and I do believe the eyes are actually a separate piece. It looks like that. I'm not sure how they would have done that. I mean, I know the head's a separate piece too, so maybe the eyes got put in, and then also the teeth and mouth, another separate piece. So the paint job's just really, really clean, very nicely done. Same thing is continued down through the legs and boots. Just looks really sharp. Very, very impressed with this guy. And then here's the one downside, other than the fact that his move is just him going hoo. The hands. The hands are actually all part of the lighting effect piece. So they're actually translucent plastic, which is painted, and the paint does match. It's fine. It's just this transition right here, it just doesn't look the way it should, I don't think. I don't think it should have just been a clean feather. I think it should have been more of a distinct hand design, and then maybe just a little bit of red coming through. So, I don't know. It maybe could have been better, I guess is the best way to put that, but it's still very well done, and it definitely looks good enough. I'm not really too worried about it. I just think it maybe could have been done a little bit more delicately, but it's okay. And then they did connect the yellow through, so I mean, they did a good job. It's definitely okay. And then the one down for the foot is like a separate piece, so no worries there. So very, very nice piece, and it definitely can stand on its own if you want it to. Can the head rotate? No, it cannot. I knew you guys were going to ask that as soon as you saw this right here. It's just a separate piece. But yeah, if you wanted to take him off the base, he makes for a great little display piece on his own. And I think all of them can do that. I want to say maybe not. Who didn't? Maybe they all can, which is cool. So if you want to do that, you can. But again, it does come with this really nice display base. So I got to say, you probably want to keep them on there, but they're just really, really nicely done figures, and I'm not going to be able to peg this guy on like this. Oh, I guess I will. All right. So yeah, I definitely recommend these. If you're into Street Fighter, especially if you're into vinyl type stuff, like Funko Pops or whatever, these are just great. They're awesome. Definitely a nice addition to the collection, and I'm super excited because Akuma is coming very soon, so you guys know I'm psyched about that. So let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know what you think about the line in general and how excited you are for Akuma. I'll also be reviewing the big bulkies version of Ryu from the same company, so let me know what you guys think about that. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff, so make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and in the meantime, keep collecting.